Welcome back. Today, we're looking at something, well, fundamental to relationships that maybe gets overlooked.
Yeah, we talk a lot about love, about passion.
Exactly. That big romantic ideal.
Mm.
But we've been thinking about what actually makes a relationship last, for the long haul.
And it seems like friendship might be the real key.
That's what we're exploring. Why that deep bond of friendship could be like the secret sauce, especially after the initial, fireworks fade a bit.
Right. So the goal today for you listening is to really get why building that solid friendship with your partner isn't just like a nice extra.
hmm
It's maybe essential, absolutely necessary if you want it to really go the distance. Moving past just being in love to what keeps you together.
Okay, let's start there then. That initial phase. Most relationships kick off with that amazing rush, right?
Mm.
Passion, infatuation.
Oh, yeah. It feels like it lifts you off your feet, like you're flying.
Totally.
Yeah.
But inevitably, things settle down. You come back to earth, so to speak.
Yeah.
So what happens then? How important is friendship at that point?
Well, this is what's really interesting. That intense, passionate love, it definitely gets things started. It ignites the connection.
Sure.
But it seems like it just can't sustain it alone, not long term. You need that friendship underneath.
So passion is like the sparkler.
Yay.
Bright and exciting, but burns out.
Kind of, yeah. And friendship is more like the sturdy campfire. It provides consistent warmth, light. It's the shared jokes, knowing you can be yourself, truly vulnerable.
Yeah.
That allows a couple to handle, well, not just the big crises, but just everyday life. The boring stuff, the stressful stuff.
That everyday ground you stand on together.
Exactly. That stable ground you need to actually navigate life.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about when things go wrong? We usually think about the big betrayals, right? Like
Yeah.
affairs or huge lies.
Yeah. The relationship enders.
Right. But is there something else? Something maybe sneakier, like undermining the friendship itself, even if it doesn't feel as, I don't know, dramatic.
That's a really crucial point. What does that actually look like day to day? Think about what a real friend is.
Okay. Someone who had your back, respects you.
Exactly. You don't betray friends. You don't trick them or mock them or put them down, even subtly.
No, you wouldn't.
So when things like, those little digs or constantly dismissing your partner's feelings, maybe gossiping about them, when that stuff starts happening in a romantic relationship,
Even if it seems small.
yeah, even the small stuff, it starts to chip away at the core friendship. It's like death by 1,000 cuts almost.
Wow.
It slowly dismantles that safety, that basic respect and trust you have in a friend. And that can be just as devastating, maybe more quietly, than one big blow up.
That really lands. So, okay, how do we use this then? If friendship is so vital, how does remembering that help when you inevitably disagree or argue?
Well, there's this powerful idea that just pausing in a fight and remembering this is my best friend, that alone can change everything.
Just that simple thought.
It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But think about it. If you consciously hold on to that idea, this person is my friend, you're much less likely to say something truly damaging.
You stop yourself before you go too far.
Exactly. You ask yourself, would I talk to my best friend like this? Probably not. It shifts the whole feeling, doesn't it?
Yeah, from being opponents to...
To being partners even when you disagree. You protect the friendship first.
Okay, so wrapping this up for everyone listening, what's the main thing to take away here?
I think it's pretty clear. Friendship in a romantic relationship isn't just, a nice to have.
It's not just a bonus feature.
No, it's the foundation. It's the bedrock that everything else is built on, especially for the long haul. When life gets real and that initial intensity naturally changes, that's what keeps you strong together.
So maybe take a moment to think about your own relationships. Are you actively, consciously nurturing that friendship with your partner?
Yeah, it's in those small daily things, the respect, the listening, how you handle disagreements. Are you treating them like your friend?
And maybe here's a final thought to chew on. If you took away the romance, the passion, all the labels, would you still genuinely consider your partner one of your very best friends? And if the answer is a quick yes, what might that suggest about the journey ahead?